Hello everyone, this is my final video about Rathe info on the combat rework, and I have a bit of information here, not a whole lot compared to the last videos, but I thought I'd just make one little last video before the beta is finally released. So here we go. First off, a clarification on something that I mentioned in the last video, which is how combat training works. In the AUG blog, it said that you wouldn't get any combat experience for training on creatures 50 levels below you or lower if you were high combat level, and if you were low combat level, the limit would be 30 levels or lower. But it turns out that it's 10%. You will get 10% experience no matter what. But then also Rathe confirms that it isn't actually your combat level which is taken into account, it's the level and the skill that you're using. So his example here says that if you have 99 attack, 99 defense, and 1 magic, if you mage an NPC who has 50 defense and use defensive magic, you'll get magic and defense experience. But since your defense level is 99, you'll only get 10% of the experience in defense, but you'll get the full experience in magic. So yeah, just good to clear that up. It means that it'll be pretty much full combat experience and everything, because almost every monster has above level 50 in its stats. I mean, you can tell by when you use Turmoil, because you get the Turmoil damage boost based on the monster's strength level, and so, I mean, pretty much everything boosts you to the full 11% or whatever it is. So I'm not too worried about combat training. It will make sense in that you won't be able to like train on rock crabs or anything really low level, but I don't think it'll make much difference in general. Next is a pretty cool update. I don't know, it's sort of strange, the names, but pretty much they're making elemental spells for ancients, but they're just converting the ancient spells into elemental spells. I suppose that would be more accurate, but they're making it so that instead of smoke, shadow, blood, and ice, it becomes gale, rock, blood, fire, and ice. So I can't wait to see Blood Fire Barrage. That sounds pretty awesome. We'll see how much they change the animations, but I mean, that's just something that they have to do, I think, because otherwise ancients won't be able to hit very well on things that don't have a weakness. Yeah, because they're adding elemental weaknesses to a lot of monsters. And yeah, so then again he just says that you can access all magic abilities no matter what spellbook you're using. That doesn't mean that you can access all spells no matter what spellbook you're using. That means that the magic abilities, like the one where you turn into a fire guy, you can do that when you're on ancients or when you're on normal magic. It doesn't mean that you can switch between like Ice Barrage and Fire Surge whenever you want. Anyway, next, these next few pictures are about dual wielding and two-handed weapons. So first off, this post just says what a lot of people already know, that you can dual wield, but your offhand weapon isn't actually just a duplicate of your normal weapon. So don't go out and buy another chaotic rapier. You need to wait until they release the offhand chaotic rapier. Yeah, not much new in this post. So next, dual wields versus two-handed weapons, and this is something that I was quite interested in. Pretty much it says that using a one-handed weapon is 100% of, like, just a base 100% damage per second. A two-handed weapon is 150%, and then dual wield weapons is also 150%. So that doesn't, I mean, it pretty much means that two-handed weapons and dual wield are exactly the same, except I assume dual wield weapons are multiple damage splats, so that would be better on creatures that you kill really quickly who don't have a lot of health. So I don't know for sure, but I'd guess that two-handed weapons are better in PvP combat and dual wield are better in PvM, but that's just a guess. We'll see how it is. And next, a big long-awaited question about claws. What will happen to them? We still don't exactly know how good they'll be, but it's confirmed in here that they're going to be split up into a main hand weapon and an offhand weapon, which is a little bit strange, but I guess it makes sense because they're not connected into one piece or anything. So yep, one-handed and an offhand weapon. I'm interested to see what else they do that for, because I heard someone talking about Torag's hammers, whether they'll make that a one-hand and an offhand weapon. That would make sense just based on the claws. I can't really think of any other weapons like that which are two hands. We'll see what they do with that. And I didn't actually take a picture of it, but claws have been confirmed in the dual wield section of the combat page on the RuneScape official site. They confirmed that as I said before, one-hand weapon is 100%, two-hand or dual wield are both 150%, but then claws are an exception, and they do 75% for each hand, so overall it's 150% for wearing both of them. It ought to be interesting to see how the ability works for them, though. Like, if you're using a single weapon, will you be able to switch to the claws and then do your spec, well, not your spec, but your ability? Will you be able to do the ultimate, like, flurry ability, which would pretty much be like doing the claw spec now? Because if you have to just use the claws normally and then spec with them, that probably will not be worth using. But we'll see how it goes for claws. It should be interesting. Yeah, also it just says here that any buy-sell offers in G for claws will be cancelled, and all of the claws will be converted into the main hand and offhand claw, so yeah. Okay, and then the final, well, second final, these two ones are sort of related about your account on the beta. So this is the first post by Mod Hunter we've had, so hello Mod Hunter, and he says that when you log into a beta world, you'll be first placed in the lobby as normal, and there will be an import save button, and that will take your account from the live game and put it into the beta, and you can do it whenever you want. So if you train up a stat in the normal game that you want to have in the beta, you can just transfer it over. And it just completely wipes over your account in the beta, so if you have any items in there, it'll wipe them over. Any hotbar settings, it'll just clear those. So that's pretty cool. It also says that if you choose not to use an import save, it will act as if you're playing on a brand new account starting in Troll Warzone. I wonder if you can cancel your account, like if you import a save but then you want to start a new account, I wonder if you can just wipe it, because that would be pretty cool just to see what it's like starting out at a low level. But anyway, then a couple more posts by Mod Rathe. This is the final post. You will not be allowed to play on the normal and beta at the same time because it's still logging in your normal account. So that's unfortunate. I wanted to be able to AFK Castle War as well playing on the beta, but that's okay, I guess. It's not such a big deal. So anyway, that's everything for this video. There's a bit more info there. I've also got all the pictures in the description if you're interested in those. And that's pretty much everything. I'll be doing a video about my plans for the combat beta tomorrow, and then the beta of course is on Tuesday, so can't wait. I'm going to be doing a ton of live streaming, so keep an eye out on the channel. And yeah, thanks for watching.